They got me, y'all. They really got me. Heading into the season, I was really happy, excited to see what the Giants were going to do. Improving after we were supposed to be in a rebuild year. We go into the playoffs, get a playoff W. I was excited to see what the Giants can do. You trade for Darren Waller, you trade for these other players, you sign some guys, extend some guys, give some players some big bags like a Daniel Jones. And we just get embarrassed. Embarrassment after embarrassment after embarrassment. 4 games, 3 of them happen to be primetime. Out of the first 4 games, all 3 on primetime, we've gotten embarrassed every single time. Now, looking at what happened with this game, I was going into this game optimistic, knowing what Seattle has. They're not Dallas, they're not the 49ers. Maybe the Giants can stand a chance. Now, I should have been smarter. I shouldn't have thought about with my heart. Obviously I love this team. I'm rooting for this team. I cover the Giants. Of course, I think the Giants are going to have a chance in every single game. But never did I expect for the coaching to be as bad as it is, for the players to be as bad as they are, for the effort to be as bad as it is. I talked about this in another video when it comes to the other games, because this is the third time in general that we got whooped like this. I talked about it. Can the offensive line stand up a little bit? Can they protect their quarterback? Can they protect for their sake? You're out here portraying this to the rest of the league. You can't stay in front of a person. I stopped watching the game before the game ended. The Giants gave up 11 sacks. Not all of them are on the offensive line. Majority of them are. I seen one where Daniel Jones ran out of bounds prior to even crossing the line of scrimmage. That's a sack. So take one away from there. But say what you want, man. No one's facing as much pressure as Daniel Jones is. And I'm not even talking about with the pressure from New York. None of that. I don't even care about any of that. At this point, they deserve whatever pressure they get. But I'm talking about in terms of being able to sit in the pocket and try to go through a progression. He doesn't even have any time at all. Now, did Daniel Jones play well? Heck no, he didn't. He did not play good at all. Daniel Jones, let me go one by one. But all I know is offensive line coach, gotta go. Special teams coach, gotta go. All coaches in general have to be questioned. You had 11 days to prepare for this game. 11 days. You played on Thursday night against the 49ers, had a layoff until you played Monday night against the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks played last Sunday, so they didn't have that same luxury that you had. The Giants had an advantage when it came to how many days off they had. The Seattle defense, worst team in the league when it came to defending the pass, giving up the most yards per game, making every quarterback look good. Just play the Giants offense. Every defense who's looking bad, just go ahead and play the Giants offense. your stats are gonna get boosted real quick, really quick. I just can't believe the lack of preparation, the lack of execution that we have, the sloppiness that we have, all these freaking penalties on special teams. Special teams are supposed to be gimmies. Across the league, we have the worst special teams, hands down, and we've had that for a long time. We don't have anything good on special teams besides Graham Gano. He's like the one, instead of the ugly duckling, he's the cute duckling out of the rest of everything being ugly. It's so bad. It's just the Giants are so bad right now. Now, I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to scream. I don't do any of that on this channel. That's not who I am as a person. But what I will say is that I'm extremely disappointed because the Giants are an NFL franchise team. This team, once upon a time, this team was one of the most respected franchises all around. We're so far from it, man. We are so far from it. And I just hate that it comes after a season that we had last year, where it showed, we didn't have that much talent, but guess what? We fought. We were in every single game. We squeaked it out with a couple W's against some tough teams that went on to beat other teams. The Giants looked so promising last year, and I shouldn't be shamed on for thinking that they should be better. I'll stand on it. I was wrong. I was completely wrong about this team. I'll stand on it 100%, 10 toes down. Seattle fans, y'all got it. Y'all had a great game. I can't say nothing about the Giants. I'm the Giants having anything better than you guys. I said the Giants defense was going to be more talented. Shoot, they're not playing like it. They're not. Say what you want about the Giants O-line having all these bad combinations. Everyone's hurt. Seattle's offensive line was going through the same thing. The same exact thing. Why can't we do what Seattle's defense does? Why can't we do that? Why is that not even an option? Their offensive line was hurt throughout the game, had 2 other people go down. They were already missing some dudes, but yet we can only get 1 sack to their 11. Like, everything has to get looked over. Everything. Daniel Jones was not good today. He wasn't. My guy is out here seeing ghosts. I talked about this in another video. I said this after week 1. I said Daniel Jones last season kind of put the team on his back and was able to make some plays. This year, he hasn't looked like the same player at all. And I know what the offensive line is. I understand it's not what we would want for our quarterback to be in. I understand all of that, but he doesn't look the same. He doesn't. I don't know what coaching got into him. I don't know what they were thinking. Year 2 in the system, maybe he's more comfortable. Shoot, he's panicking. He's panicking right now, and rightfully so. I understand the offensive line, but last year he was not doing this. Last year it was either throw the ball away or take off and run. I got him patting the ball and then throwing the ball, and it's going to be an interception because he was pressured, 1, and 2, he's seeing ghosts, man. It's bad. It's bad right now. And I understand, don't take my reference too far. Obviously, he really is getting pressured this much. He is. But my point is that his presence is not the same like he had last year. It's not. It's flat out just not. Is Saquon the reason this team is doing this? No. No, Saquon Barkley shouldn't have made this much of an effect on this team. Do I believe Saquon Barkley is one of the best players on this team? Yes. Do I think we would play better with Saquon Barkley on the field? Yes. But it shouldn't be this bad. There's no way it should be. When Drew Lock comes in at quarterback and Noah Fant's wide open and 3 tackles are missed on him and he goes all the way down the sideline to score, what are you going to look at? Who can you blame? You got to go after the players. You got to go after the coaches. The coaches have to be put in a certain type of field at this point. Say what you want about Daniel Jones, all this stuff, man. All around, the Giants as a team are one of the worst teams in the NFL. I wish we lost to the Cardinals. I honestly wish we did at this point, because it had me tricked. Flat out had me tricked, man. I really thought for a second, I'm like, we have this ability in us. Can we transform this into a more consistent basis? But of course not. Of course that's not going to happen. Coming after 11 game layoff, you only put up 3 points. And man, 14-3. We're actually starting to drive the ball. We get a face mask call. Daniel Jones is still running for his life, but he's running the ball. We get into the goal line, and Daniel Jones does an interception. Not only does he throw an interception, but it's a pick 6. A pick 6 that goes the other way, completely killed the momentum. That killed the game. That killed the game right there. I understand the offensive line. I understand this and that. You can't do that in that situation. You can't. With how important that game is, with how hard it was for you to move the ball, throwing that pick 6, irreplaceable, man. You can't replace that play and hopefully make something better come out of it. Brian Daboll's out here chucking tablets. He's over here not liking his quarterback, showing frustrations on the sideline. The Giants are just so lost, man. They're so lost. And when it comes to this season, like I said in the thumbnail, it's over, man. It's over. How else can I look at it, We're about to go face the Dolphins. We're about to go face the Bills. Those teams are really good teams. Going out of that and becoming 1-5, possibly 1-5, you have to play the games, but there's no evidence at this point that shows that this Giants team should go into these opponent territories, because once again, they're not home games, and try to squeak out a W. There's no reason for me to think that. So you're going to be 1-5, and then what? You should be looking to trade guys at that point. You should be looking to be sellers. And where does this team go? You pay some dudes, you got them under extensions. Where does this team go? Some people should be fired after a performance like this. Some things need to change after a performance like this. I understand the whole offensive line, you don't have any time, but where is the preparation? Why are the Giants the only team that's dealing with these situations? Other teams have players that are hurt. Other teams have players that aren't performing well. They don't have a number 1 offensive lineman at every single position. Other teams have deficiencies, but it just seems like the Giants can't get themselves out of that hole. They can't work around it at all. They can't plan around it at all. Like, we have to look at this as a whole. Once again, man, that's just where I'm at with it. Where the Giants go from here, on to Miami. But do I expect to win? No. At this time of this recording, and who knows, man, I don't think anything's going to change from here to the game. We're not going to win that game. With the performance that we showed, with this team right now, we're not going to win that many games, man. It's a tough pill to swallow. And like I said, they got me. They had me bamboozled, man, but I'll stand on it. Everything I said, I had expectations for this team, but I was wrong. I was dead wrong, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Like the video. If you're new, subscribe, please. I appreciate it. Haven't seen my other videos. I got more videos to the left. I will be making more videos this upcoming week. Probably see another video tomorrow. And tune in for the live stream. We're going to have to vent. Tune in for the live stream Wednesday night, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Go Big Blue. Turn it around. Do something. Peace.